Last week, I reviewed the House Party franchise. So now, prepare yourselves as I rank all films, including this year's remake reboot. Big Days Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to as the Big D, with a ranking. This time it's going to be on the House Party film franchise. Yes, I will be ranking all films, including the remake reboot that came out earlier this year. There were 6 films in total. This was pretty simple for me. Before I get into the ranking, if you haven't seen my reviews of the House Party films, I would appreciate you going up there and click on that card. That'll take you to the playlist so you can catch my reviews on those in case you might have missed them or if you want to see them again. But anyway, House Party is a pretty fun franchise. It does have some it's moments in what have you, but it does have a few fun bits and what have you. I rank these as best as I can from the way I like them. Now, if you're ready, let's start the ranking. Sit back, relax, and here we go. Number 6 is House Party 4 Down to the Last Minute from 2001. This was a direct to video film and is a standalone film that has no connections to the preceding films or the film that came afterwards, Tonight's the Night, which we'll see where that winds up. And while Kid and Play does not appear in this, but IMX, who were originally known as Immature, actually make appearance in this film. Well, I do think it does have a few fun moments and what funniness and what have you, but it's not really quite my best and what have you. I mean, I do say that some of the characters were a little, I don't know, especially when it came to John's uncle and what have you. But nevertheless, I think House Party 4 was still pretty fun in ways, though. Not really my favorite, though, but it managed to do its extreme best, though. Now, coming in at number 5 is the House Party remake reboot from earlier this year. While it is pretty funny in some parts, and I did like the cameos we got, not just from Kid and Play, but we also had cameos from Walter Jones from Power Rangers, and even to my surprise, I didn't know it's her Nakia Burrich from Power Rangers Zeo, and Maya, and LeBron James, whose house happened to be taken over by the 2 main characters. Plus, there was cameos by Snoop Dogg, Juvenile, Lil Wayne, many more. Anywho, this film bombed at the box office and what have you, but it was still fun for some part, but not 100% great. I will tell you that I forgot to point out in my review there was this character that had a koala that was like getting stolen and what have you. Boy, one crazy animal. Boy, I hadn't seen the likes of this since The Hangover. Anyway, House Party from 2023 this year is okay and what have you. It's not the best though, but fun though. Next, coming in at number 4 is House Party Tonight's the Night from 2013. Now, this film was pretty funny and what have you, and this was a continuation from the first three. It was intended to be the final installment. It was the 5th film, I will say that I like the performances from Taquan Richmond and Zach Goodspeed. They were absolutely really funny, and we had lots of other good performances in this as well. I also forgot to mention about Rolanda Watts' character Victoria, who happens to be the gal, well, one of the neighbors to Chris, to Quan Richmond's character, lives across the way. But boy, she kind of steals a scene or two at the party as well. So anyway, this film isn't too bad. It's pretty funny and what have you. This really redeemed the flavor of it, especially when they brought Kid and Play back for a cameo. Still, House Party Tonight's the Night. It's got its moments and what have you. Now, coming in at number three is House Party 3 from 1994. Now, this was pretty funny in some parts and what have you. I mean, Kid and Play were definitely, once again, really good. Bernie Mac was pretty good. We even had TLC in this, just right about the time right about the time they actually made it onto the scene. Well, they were kind of already a little bit big at the time before they even released their ultimate big selling album. If you've seen my review, um, this of course was intended to be the last film the franchise ended as a trilogy. But then, of course, they released a direct video down to the last minute. And Immature, whom I mentioned for the fourth film, which they would become IMX, appear, and they weren't too bad. Chris Tucker makes his debut on film as well. I'm just gonna say this film isn't too bad. It's a shame they just didn't have some of the other main characters from the first two films, though, which those two are coming right up. Still, House Party 3, it wasn't too bad. And coming in at number two is House Party 2 from 1991. This one was absolutely funny. Taking place at a college, that was really something, and I really liked let's see. Again, Kid and Play were absolutely really good. We had Full Force back, and Martin Lawrence as well. They had Queen Latifah in this. Let's see, and also numerous entertainers and what have you. I just thought this was absolutely really funny and what have you, and I like the idea of making it this a college pajama party instead of a high school house party like before. Anyway, House Party 2, I think it was absolutely pretty darn funny and what have you. So, anyway, I really did like that. And finally, coming in at number one, yeah, I think you know what's number one. My number one, my number one favorite film in the House Party franchise is the original House Party from 1990. I absolutely thought this movie was absolutely very funny. Again, it was my first time seeing the franchise, so I thought, what the hey. I really thought this film was absolutely funny. Kid and Play, they were definitely really, really funny in this. And I love the performances from the rest of the cast. Martin Lawrence was funny. Tisha Campbell was really good. A lot of the cast was pretty good. And of course, the guy who played Pops was really good too, whom died just, once at the time of the film's release and stuff. But anyway, yeah, House Party. What an outrageously funny film. Yeah, Robin Harris who was the guy who played Pops. He died 9 days after the film was released. And Full Force was pretty good too in this. They were absolutely really, really funny. So anyway, I think the idea of a party in the house was absolutely really, really cool. So anyway, that's going to do for the rankings. So what did you think? How would you rank the house party films? Let me know what you thought about, or you can tell me what's your favorite film in the house party franchise overall. Tell me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you my next another episode of Wide World of Game Shows, and it'll be Jap. So I do hope you enjoyed this ranking, and if you did, consider checking out some of these other fun-filled vids that are absolutely really good to really funny to check out. Hang on a second, I'll be right back. Okay, here are my suggestions. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Big Mama's House with Martin Lawrence. The upper right-hand corner is my review of Bringing Down the House with Queen Latifah. Or if you'd like something else with not much of a hip-hopping feel to it, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of The Cable Guy with Jim Carrey and Matthew Broderick. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.